The news at 5 o'clock. I'm Patricia Wilkinson. Good evening. The Queen Mothers led the nation in a celebration of the end of the Second World War in Europe. Darren Henley reports from outside Buckingham Palace.
Seldom has there been so great a show of true patriotism on the streets of London. They came from all over the country to join in celebrating 50 years without a world war.
The only thing I found different, we were just mad 50 years ago.
The ceremony here was as good as it was then, but I think probably there was more mixing amongst the people themselves.
Makes you cry. I've kissed about 6 old veterans, and they made this country what it is today.
There were Union Jacks as far as the eye could see outside Buckingham Palace and right down the Mall. The Queen Mother, the Queen and Princess Margaret were clearly delighted and moved by their tumultuous reception. Darren Henley, Central London.
John Majors marked VE Day with other world leaders in Paris. They're travelling on to Berlin for a commemoration close to the border where Adolf Hitler committed suicide. Here, the Duke of York's continuing his VE Day round of engagements. He's been to Limavady, Coleraine, Portrush and Bangor and is currently in Laggan. The Prince is the town's first royal visitor in 44 years. David Blevins reports.
Here in Lurgan, Prince Andrew is proving popular with the people. His arrival was greeted by hundreds cheering and 4 pipers from the Royal Irish Regiment, of which he's Colonel-in-Chief. People here are delighted Craigavon's VE Day celebrations have been given the Royal Seal of Approval. An impromptu walkabout created a security headache, but clearly reflected the relaxed atmosphere. His Royal Highness was met by Armagh Lord Lieutenant the Earl of Caledon, Upper Ban MP David Trimble, and Craigavon Mayor Councillor Brian McGuinness. Bands, men and women have been on the march as they were in County Antrim earlier. There, the Duke met Army veterans in Limavady and Portrush, as well as visiting Coleraine. A Red Arrows flypath was the order of the day in Bangor. Donaghadee and Ballyhalbert street parties were also visited this afternoon. One thing's clear here, though, the rain hasn't dampened the enthusiasm. David Blevins, Lurgan.
A senior police officer in West Belfast wants community leaders to help sustain the peace. Several vehicles were attacked in Suffolk overnight after a nationalist parade was rerouted. Subdivisional Commander Superintendent Ian Williamson says people should choose their words carefully.
The actions of some Sinn Féin supporters and the words of some of their senior spokespersons in using terms such as long hot summer and marching feet and angry voices are not conducive to a peaceful environment. For surely one of the basic lessons of the past 25 years is that street politics are inherently very, very dangerous.
Gerry Adams won't call off a Sinn Féin demonstration in Londonderry tomorrow. The protest against exclusion from bilateral meetings comes on the eve of the party's first ministerial talks. Mr Adams had the request for his intervention before leaving Dublin for the United States.
Well, I didn't hear that, but I do know that everyone recognises the need for demonstrations to be peaceful. People do have the right to campaign for issues, and I think it's a matter of judgment when that should not be done.
6 men jailed in the Republic for having heavy weapons near the border with County Londonderry 3 years ago have lost their appeal against conviction. The 6, 4 of whom were from Derry, were each given 6 years at Dublin's Special Criminal Court for having 2 machine guns, rifles and ammunition near St Johnstone in County Donegal in September 1992. The prosecution claimed the men were on a paramilitary operation, probably aimed at shooting down British Army helicopters. Finally, Belfast runner John Ferran has won this year's City Marathon in a time of 2 hours, 18 minutes and 40 seconds. Runner-up was Mark Crosdale from Lancashire, and last year's victor Terry Mitchell from Fife came in third. Patricia Griffin from Ballinamore in County Leitrim was the first woman across the line. That's news, it's 4 minutes past 5.
I'm a real wild one. Variety. Music. Variety. Variety.
Wanna get right?
Miles more music.